Now let's format the choices so they look a little nicer. And I'm going to go back to my show choices. And I'm going to put the whole thing inside of a table. So I'm also going to echo table ID equal choices table. And I'm going to echo a header. And I'm going to start with the return. And then I'm going to show the cards that the user is keeping. And finally, I'm going to have the name. And then for each choice, if choice of name field, I'm going to echo table row, followed by number format of choice expected return field to 4 decimal places. And actually I need a TD here. And then we'll close off the TD. And then the next cell is going to be a TD. And here's where I'm going to put the hand. And so I need a function to do that. So I'm going to call that hand string of choice keep field. And then we'll close off this cell. And then for the last column, I'm just going to have choice of choice name field. And then I'm going to close off the row. And that's it for the row. So I need my hand string function. And before I do that, I'm going to go back to poker constants. And I have my short rank names. And I'm going to add another array called short suit names. And here I'm going to put the HTML entities for the playing card suits. So I have ampersand clubs, semicolon, and diams for diamonds, and hearts, and spades. I think those are correct, so we'll find out. And then in poker code, function hand string of hand. Let's go ahead and create a variable to hold the result, which is an empty string. And then for each hand as card, we're going to set result dot equal, so we're going to add. And let's just start with short rank names of hand sub rank field dot short suit names of hand sub suit field. So to get rid of these two warnings, I'm going to go ahead and create rank names is short rank names, and suit names is short suit names. And that's good enough for now. I'm going to come back to this. Let's also add a comma space if it's not the first card. So if result not equal empty, then result dot equal comma space. And finally, we're going to return result. So let's go ahead and one more thing. Before I output the table, I want to sort the results. I'm going to usort choices, and then the function is going to take two values, and I want them to be in descending order. So let's create S1 is V1 of choice expected return field, and S2, for some reason I'm missing a space here, S2 is equal to V2 of choice expected return. And then if S1 is less than S2, return 1. If S2 less than S1, return -1, else return 0. So this will sort them in descending order by choice expected return field. So now let's go ahead and hit reload. Okay, so I have some problems. On line 246, undefined index and undefined offset. So line 246 here, let's go ahead and put a breakpoint. Oh, this should be card, not hand. Now let's try it. Okay, so this is starting to get there. So I'm going to do one thing that's kind of cute, is I'm going to make the red cards be red here. So let's do that here. If let's go ahead and get the suit. Suit is suit names, sub card, sub suit field, and then I'm going to use that here. And if suit is equal diams, or suit is equal hearts, then I'm going to do one thing, else I'm going to do this thing here. And what I'm going to do is add a span style, actually let me make single quotes here, and then double quotes, color, colon, red, semicolon, and the span, dot, the card, dot, and then close off the span. So we get red cards for hearts and diamonds, and black cards for clubs and spades. So let's get a different hand. I'm going to go ahead and keep my pair of eights, and go back. So lots of red cards this time. And the cards are being displayed in the same order they appear here, so that's a choice. I could sort them if I wanted, but I like them that way. And then I'm just going to fix the formatting a little bit here. So let's go ahead and style this table. So this is the choices table. And I'm going to text align left. And I'm going to add some border spacing. Border spacing. And then horizontally, I'm going to add 10 pixels. See how that looks. Oh, and I also want to specify 0 pixel vertical spacing. Okay. And then I'm going to add a line here to the bottom of the header. So under choices table TH, I'm going to add border bottom 1 pixel solid black. There. So that looks pretty good. Let's just try a couple more just to make sure everything looks okay. I think I'm going to scooch this up just a little bit. So I'm going to go back to my JavaScript and subtract off 10 pixels to shift it up just a little tiny bit. It looks pretty good. It's about the same as here. So we'll try that. Throw everything. Keep the king jack. And then one other thing I want to do is I want to make this be invisible until I show this content. So I'm going to go back to my styles, and we're going to make this whole choices pane hidden. And then in JavaScript, in our show content, our choices is document.getElement by ID choices, and then content, say ifs choices. Then choices dot style dot visibility is visible. So that'll fix a little display flash. Reload. Okay, we'll keep ace queen. Back. Looks good.